1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good evening and a very warm welcome. It's week 8 of the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's the Falcons versus the Conquerors. The table toppers Conquerors will take on the 5th on the points table, and that's the Falcons, owned by Pankaj Razdan. 4 victories, 4 defeats, a draw with 13 points. They're on the 5th on the points table. Conquerors, owned by Pavitra Gandhi and Atit Gandhi, are the table toppers. 5 victories, 2 defeats, 2 draws, 17 points, comfortably placed with 17 points on top of the table of the Bodog Roots Premier League Juhu division. In the blue jersey are the table toppers, and the Falcons on the attack. And yeah, there goes the flag. How close was that in the very first minute? And the Falcons were almost there. Good work by Dev Kohli, who's generally the goalkeeper for the Conquerors. We'll just get confirmation on that. Meanwhile, yes, that's going to be a kick in on the far end. It's a nice, pleasant atmosphere at the Jamnabai Energy Turf in Juhu. It's a nice wind blowing in the last weeks of May that we're coming in. We'll rarely say anyone in Mumbai saying that it's pleasant, but here it definitely is. Conquerors versus the Falcons. And just get confirmation, the goalkeeper for the Conquerors is Rahul Prakash. That's jersey number 13. Series of balls. Comes to the Conquerors, Arjit Kanani. On the far end, Kanav Sachdev. Gives it back on the attack on the far end. That's going to be a goal kick. Side kick, that is, pardon me. The Falcons, owned by Pankaj Razdan, in the red jersey. It's week 8. Generally, we are in the 11th week of the Bodog Roots Premier League. But because on the 8th week we had one Friday, which we couldn't get you matches from the Jamnabai Energy Turf. So that has been postponed to this Monday. And that's where we are having the matches of the Bodog Roots Premier League, week 8. And that's the Falcons versus the Conquerors. We generally meet on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays for the Bandra North, Bandra South divisions on Bandra on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and Friday is the Juhu division. Ball, Falcons looking to keep possession, losing it. Ivo Fernandez is the referee for this first match of week 8 of the Juhu division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. Always important to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor Bodog, our branding partner One The Flag Company, our hydration partner Miko, our beverage partner Raw Pressery, and of course our broadcast partner One Play Sport. This is a slow outfield, much forgiving outfield this one. So generally what we've seen is lesser goals that are scored from the Juhu division. Wednesdays and Thursdays we see plenty of goals scored because the matches are played at the St. Andrews Turf Park, wherein it's a fast outfield, but here not the same. It's the Conquerors, and yes, that's going to be a goal kick for the table toppers. Good ball, keeping possession. The Falcons now taken over. Kamil Khan, that was on the far end. Passing it, Kamil Khan, and is offside. Yes, anticlimax always, isn't it? You are there, you just see the goalkeeper, and then you hear the whistle, and on the far end of your eye, you see the flag has been raised. Scoreline still reads, it's 0-0, love all, as they say in the game of tennis. Good long ball, lets it go. From coast to coast it goes. On the left flank, the skipper of the Falcons. Good ball. Taken over by the Conquerors. Arjit, that was. Falcons back in action in the penalty area. Could have been dangerous. That was jersey number 14 of the Falcons, that was Kamil Khan. Good long ball, does not find anyone. Meanwhile, that's a shoe that has come out. Suddenly we see a orange shoe on the field. Is that a corner? No, the corner has been denied, and that's going to be a goal kick. From the coast to coast, and the goalkeeper is just not able to hold on to it. Yes, so it's Shreyas Dugar, the goalkeeper of the Falcons, men in red. Just committing an error was Shreyas. The meanwhile, is that a foul? Yes, it is. Still no bookings that we've seen so far, but looks like it's an injury bang on his face there. He's holding on to his eye. Hope everything's fine. He's back on his feet. That's very good sight, and that's the first yellow card. It's jersey number 14. Kamil Khan has been booked, and in the 7th minute, Kamil Khan has been booked a yellow card. Yes, getting confirmation. 7th minute, Kamil Khan has been given a yellow card. The first booking of the day. On the whistle, says Ivo. Is it going to be Kamil? So is it going to be Rahil, Arjit, Sachdev, or jersey number 10-20? That's Avinash of the Conquerors. Looks like Arjit, or either it's going to be Sachdev. Arjit gets the swing, gets a deflection, and has won himself a corner. On the left flank, the Conquerors, the table toppers, with a corner. Good ball, looking for the header, and that's going to be a goal kick. Deflected by the Conquerors. Not on the target though. Quickly taken, nicely done. So it's Dave on the attack. Once again, Kamil Khan will have to be careful now. He's been given a booking once and denied the corner. Falcons upset with the decision there. But that's a goal kick that has been decided for by the assistant referee. On the far end, looking for the pass. Nicely deflected there by Avinash Pandey. A time there. Header. Kamil lets it go. It's the week 8 of the Bodog Roots Premier League, getting you live action on Facebook and YouTube from the Jamna by Nursi turf in Juhu. It's a picturesque location here, also one of the landmarks in the city of Mumbai. Any visitors touring Mumbai always have Juhu or the Juhu beach, the Juhu Chowpatty on their to-do lists. Also for the religious, there's the ISKCON temple, and of course the headquarters of Bollywood being Mumbai, and the residence of Amitabh Bachchan just in the vicinity in the area of Juhu. Also Jamna by Nursi, not to forget, is a historic school. Plenty of many celebrities, may that be Bollywood, may that be cricketing circle, may that be from the fashion industry, have been alumni of the Jamna by Nursi. Falcons gets a deflection. And that's going to be a side kick for the Falcons. On the right flank. Good ball there in the header, but that's way above the crossbar. Not in the target, I must say. The scoreline still stays, it's 0-0 entering the 10th minute. About to finish the 10th minute we are. And still no goal scored. Good ball on the left flank. Nice long run. So deflection, Shreyas Dugar lets it go. The goalkeeper waiting for the referee's decision, and that's going to be a side kick. It's a 50-minute match at the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's 8-a-side, 50 minutes, and the ball goes out of play. That's going to be a side kick and not a throw-in. Good ball, appeal for a hand, but Ivo goes against the call. Passing it back, Avinash. Avinash gives it back to Arjit. Arjit slips, wasn't able to keep a control on it. But that's still going to be a side kick for the Falcons now. Good ball. Falcons. Jersey number 99 of the Falcons. That's Shreyas Dugar, who's the goalkeeper, that is. Thirteen and a half minutes remaining for the first half of match number 1, week 8, Juhu division of the Bodog Roots Premier League, and that's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a corner, pardon me. That's the decision given by the Ivo Fernandez, the match referee, along with the assistant referee on the far end, and this is a corner for the Conquerors. Ball in the penalty area. Shreyas Dugar collects it nice and well. No mistake on this occasion by Shreyas. Good ball there. He's onside. Looking for the left footer, and that's a brilliant save, wasn't it? Super save that was. And Rahul Prakash, the goalkeeper for the Conquerors, definitely will be adding on to one of the best saves of the week 8 match number 1 of the Juhu division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. Good stuff by Rahul Prakash. Headers kept in play by the Falcons. Kamil The long ball there, wasn't able to keep that in reach, and that's going to be a goal kick on the right flank for Rahul Prakash. Now meanwhile, we have a substitution. It's jersey number 27 of the Conquerors who comes in, and that's Sahil Parekh. Of course, no restrictions on the number of substitutions at the Bodog Roots Premier League. We have running substitutions here. That's always is an advantage for the manager and the coach to get the best players sufficient rest, hydrated, and send them nice and fresh. The meanwhile, Conquerors losing it, and it's back with the Falcons. On the attack, looking for the pass, doesn't get the right person there. Sahil does not get the perfect connection. It's the Falcons. Right footer. Good save. Sahil Parekh just came in and not the best of pass there. But that was a brilliant save. It's a corner given on the right flank. Always better than a goal, isn't it? Corner. Rahul Prakash marshalling his troops well. With the right footer, header, but that's not on the mark. Big long right footer on the run, and that's deflected. Nicely done by the Falcons. Right footer on the goal, lets it go. Nicely done there by Shreyas Dugar. Meanwhile, yet another substitution. It's Sahil Parekh back out, and it's Arjit who goes back in again. Arjit Kanani. Sahil Parekh was on the field for a couple of minutes. An error that he committed could have cost his team a goal, but wasn't to be, and he's been substituted. Goal kick for the Conquerors. Nice long ball. Falcons looking to keep that in control. 91 of the Falcons. Pierre, 94, that is. Still with the Falcons. Akash with the right footer. Nicely collected by Rahul Prakash. Is not their first choice of goalkeeper, isn't it, of the Conquerors? The table toppers generally it's Dev Kohli, who's third on the leaderboard of the number of saves with 31 saves, but he's missing from action this evening, and thus responsibility goes on to jersey number 13, that's Rahul Prakash. Good ball in the penalty area. Looking for the pass again. That was easy for Rahul Prakash. 9 minutes remaining. Conquerors on the attack. Jersey number 17 it is. And just missed again. Going to be a corner on the left flank for the Conquerors. Looking for a deflection, but that's cleared out of the danger area by the Falcons, and that's going to be a side kick for the Conquerors. Goal kick. Good ball. Pierre. Still in play. Kamil Khan that was. Gets a deflection. And once again, Rahul Prakash. Looking for Suveer Gandhi. Looking for the long ball. He's onside. Nicely done there. That is Vrushab. Pierre on the far end. Left footer. Back to Rahul Prakash. Again, as I was mentioning at the start of the game, it's a larger ground here at the Jamnabai University Turf Park, and thus the number of goals scored are much less in comparison to what we have at the Bandra North and Bandra South divisions on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Fridays, wherein we see a lot of goals are scored, but obviously, as the cliche goes, there's more to football than just goals. So on the left flank, it's again going to be a corner for the Conquerors. 6.5 minutes remaining. So we are entering the 19th minute now. Ball in the penalty, looking for the header. How close was that? Off the crossbar it went. And yes, that's just unfortunate for the Conquerors. They could have easily had a 1-0 lead, but wasn't to happen. Vrushab kept in play by the Conquerors. Good ball there by Rahil Thakur on the left flank, but that's way too far for the Conquerors to keep that in control. Good ball there. Falcons, shot pulled. Was it? No, says the referee. That was nicely again. Brilliant save that was by Rahul Prakash. He is in form, isn't he? And that goes from the eastern coast to the western coast. Shreyas Dugar, the goal kick. Good long ball. Kamil not able to keep that in play. And that's going to be a side kick. As good as a corner, isn't it, for the Falcons? The ball in play. No, lets it go. Nicely done. He's won himself a corner now at the Falcons. Akash still in play, but that's over to the Conquerors. Is that fair play? Yes, so it's okay, says the referee. Kamil, the left footer, does not find any company. Conquerors on the far end. Jersey number 11, Umang Gandhi. Good run there on the far end by Umang, but that's going to be cut short by Swapnam. So again, unhappy with the decision there. And that's going to be a corner. Corner it is. Meanwhile, we have a substitution. Jersey number 4 comes in for the Falcons. And that's Mayur Desai. The left flank, far end. Corner for the Conquerors. Over the crossbar. Opportunity goes begging yet again. Entering the 22nd minute. Still no goal in the first half. Week 8, Juhu division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's going to be outside on the right flank for the Conquerors. Good ball. Umang Gandhi there, yes, he's been kept silent, and their cut comes straight to us in the com box, and it's all fine. It's going to be a side kick for the Conquerors. Suvir. Good ball back to Suvir from Avinash. Suvir, look at him go, but that's Pierre. Back to Rahul. And is he offside? No, he's not. That was again a brilliant save, wasn't it? By Shreyas Dugar. Definitely will be counting in as a save. He was asking for an offside. Wasn't given. And that's going to be a corner. Once again for the Conquerors on the left flank. ball, looking for the header, does not get it. Avinash, and that's way above the crossbar. Shreyas Dugar. Kamil, not able to keep it in control. Was asking a lot, wasn't it, from Kamil? Good ball. They play easily collected by Shreyas Dugar. Pierre heads it, and once again that man Rahul Prakash has been the person to look out for this evening. It's a nice breeze blowing. The Jamna by Nursery Turf Park, of course, the sea in the vicinity, the Juhu Chowpatty, the Juhu Beach, as what it's famously called as in the vicinity here, and does a nice pleasant breeze, good atmosphere, good temperatures for the players to play the beautiful game. Side kick for the Conquerors. As we are entering the 25th minute, last 60 seconds remaining for the first half of match number 1, week 8, Juhu Division. Bodog Roots Premier League is the Falcons against the Conquerors. Series of passes. See number 8, that was Akash. Looking for someone on the far end, does not get it. And the right foot, how close was that? How close could have that been? But just diverting away from the goal post. Pierre. That just wasn't on target. So no trouble for Rahul Prakash. He just let it go. Observed it nice till the end. And just lets it go. Well left, as they say in the game of cricket. The last 5 seconds remaining as Ivo has a look at the stopwatch. And there goes the whistle. First half, the scoreline reads 0-0. Yes, welcome back to the second half. Match number 1, Week 8 Juhu division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's the Falcons versus the Conquerors. And the only excitement in the first half was in the 7th minute. And that was jersey number 14, Kamal Khan, was given a yellow card. Nothing worth mentioning about in the first half. A couple of chances on goal, but that man again on screen has done super stuff for the Conquerors. That's Rahul Prakash, the goalkeeper. Conquerors in the blue jersey, they're scoring from left to right, whereas the Falcons in the white and red jersey will be going from right to left. Series of passes there, nicely done. That's exactly what we like to see after the half-time break, isn't it? Always after the half-time break in 45 minutes, but generally here at the Bodog Roots Premier League, it's the 25th minute where we have the half-time break, and that's where it's hydration time. And we had seen the Conquerors table toppers were in an animated discussion on the ground itself in the halftime break, discussing strategies and if you can say online, but also abusing each others for a couple of mistakes that they committed. But eventually it's all for the team. It's always not an individual game, it's always about the team, and that's where the discussion of the Conquerors might bear them fruits, and definitely has bore them a lot of fruits in the Premier League so far, in the Roots Premier League that is, because they are table toppers. 9 matches, 5 victories, 2 defeats, 2 draws. With 17 points, they are on top of the table. Whereas the Falcons in the red jersey, 9 matches, 4 victories, 4 defeats and a draw, 13 points, 5th on the points table. Your favourites, as far as the paper is concerned, as they say, definitely are the Conquerors. Sachdev, Kanan Sachdev. He's won himself a sidekick. Kanan, good ball, deflected, Pierre. Kanan again. Nicely done there, Pierre on the run, might not get there. Meanwhile, that was jersey number 3, Rahil Thakur of the Conquerors. Nicely done, and that's going to be a goal kick on the left flank for the Conquerors. Quickly taken. Looking for the header, and is that going to be a corner? Yes, it is. For the Conquerors on the right flank. Good attempt that was by jersey number 4 of the Falcons. That's Mayur Desai, but wasn't able to keep it in control. Mayur once again gives away a corner. Conquerors looking for the header. And once again, the goalkeeper, Shreyas Dugar, without the gloves there. Not too sure why. As always, the goalkeepers have the advantage of wearing the gloves. But Shreyas Dugar also not their first choice of goalkeeper. It's always been Nishant Jain for the Falcons. He's 7th on the leaderboard with 22 saves. But he is not on the field this evening. Nicely done there by Rahul Prakash. Skipper of the Falcons, not able to get the perfect left footer there. Is that a push? Definitely is. And just number 15 of the Conquerors is down. That's Suvir Bhatia. Hope there's nothing serious. He's just holding his ankle. Yes, he's back on his feet, and that's always good to see. Falcons with the free kick. Mayur. Maya, as they call him, is Mayur. Yes, nicely done there by the Conquerors. They're onside. Sachdev looking for jersey number 15, Suvir Bhatia, but Suvir wasn't able to reach there in time. Scoreline stays 0-0. Good ball, and that's going to be a foul at the says Ivo Fernandez. Yes, that's going to be a free kick. Five minutes up of the second half, and still no goal. Ball, but straight to Shreyas Dugar. And that's offside, definitely offside. That was jersey number 14 of the Falcons, that is Kamil Khan. He has been booked once, remember, in the 7th minute. So another booking, and he will be off and suspended for the next match as well. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. It was Shreyas Dugar. He's wearing the jersey of Shreyas Dugar, jersey 199, and the victim there was Sachdev. Free kick once again for the Conquerors. They have dominated the possession so far in the second half. Good ball and no trouble for Shreyas. Falcons with right footer. And he's given away a corner. Yes, committing a mistake there was jersey number 3 of the Conquerors. That's Rahil Thakur. Meanwhile, in the attempt of keeping possession, he's given away a corner. As I get updates, Rahil Thakur was also the man of the match in the last week. Corner on the left flank for the Falcons. Ball looking for the deflection there. No elevation whatsoever with the corner. The corner stays. The right footer still looking for the header. Back to the Conquerors. Nicely taken by Mayur Desai. Looking for the long run. Cleared. Good long ball. The penalty area chance, and a score, have they? Yes, they have. So that's the first goal this evening, and the Conquerors have taken the lead. First goal for the Conquerors, and that's number 7. Was it? We'll just get confirmation. And that's number 6, was it? Yes, number 6, Arjit Kanani is the one who scored the goal, and it's 1-0 the lead for the Conquerors. Arjit Kanani, the goal scorer. And that's going away. Yes, the 32nd minute, wherein a goal that was scored by Arjit Kanani of the Conquerors. So the table toppers have managed to get the lead. First goal in the 32nd minute. 1-0 the lead for the Conquerors against the Falcons. Good ball, heads it on. Keeps it in play though, are the Conquerors. They have a lead, but they'll be looking for another one. 1-0 is never an clear advantage, isn't it? Always better to have a lead by 2 goals. Falcons on the attack. Is that an aggressive tackle? No, it's not. Side kick it's going to be for the Falcons. Good ball, penalty area cleared away. Is that a push there? Definitely, yes, that's a foul given. That was a shoulder push, and yes, Ivo decides on the punishment, and that's going to be a free kick for the Falcons. Free kick for the Falcons, chance for them to get the equalizer. The right footer, good defense there, on the run on the far end. Can be dangerous, good defense, nicely done. The Falcons have kept him silent. Is the man to look out for of the Conquerors. That's Umang Gandhi. Arjit. Back to Suvir Bhatia. Looking for the series of passes, and with the ball goes his shoe as well. And the substitution for the goalkeeper, it's Saad Sheikh, who is the goalkeeper now for the Falcons. And he's replaced Shreyas Dugar. Ball on the left flank. Looking for the run. It's kept in play. Is it? No, that's going to be a corner for the Falcons on the left flank. 14.5 minutes remaining for this matchup. The first match of the week 8 of the Juhu division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. And it's 1-0 the lead for the table toppers Conquerors against the 5th on the points table, Falcons. Corner there, header, could have been close, but we have 2 players down. But all fine, says the referee. No bookings, no foul signal there. So far we've just seen a booking. That was on the 7th minute to Kamil Khan, a yellow card. Rahul Prakash has done well this evening so far for the Conquerors. Kept in play. Could be dangerous. Falcons getting possession. They'll have to go on the run. Slips, looking to keep possession. Nicely done. The right footer, left footer shoots, and there comes the equalizer with the left footer. Super stop that was, and that's 1-1. Yes, brilliantly done, and the Falcons get the equalizer. It's 1-1. That's exactly what we want in this matchup. And yes, that was jersey number 14, the person who was booked, the person to look out for, has scored, and that's Kamil Khan in the 13th minute of the second half. In the 38th minute, it was Kamil Khan who gets an equalizer for the Falcons. 1-1 Falcons versus the Conquerors. Meanwhile, is that a corner? No, that's not being given as a corner. Being given as a corner, that is. It's a corner for the Conquerors on the right flank. Good ball. But yes, that's cleared away. Conquerors. Good ball. Back to the Falcons. It's pressure now. It's going to be an intense matchup now. Going to be an intense game, this one for sure. It's 1-1. The first goal that was scored, 32nd minute by Arjit Kanani. 6 minutes later, 38th minute, Kamil Khan for the Falcons got an equalizer. And it's 1-1. Good throw, long ball there. Falcons on the far end. Ball but taken away by the Conquerors. 11 minutes to go. Can't afford to waste any seconds there. The Falcons, not the Conquerors. On the paper, before the start of the match, definite favourites are the Conquerors, the table toppers. But as of now, the match definitely is even Stevens. Pierre, nicely done by Pierre. Good ball there. Kamil Khan, the goal scorer for the Falcons. Taken away, nicely done by the Conquerors. Vrushab and Smith in a tussle there. Cleared away finally. The left footer cleared away, and that's yes, he's kept in. Nicely done by Aniket Surati. It was on the far end. Aniket once again does not get the required support. Now, meanwhile, you might have Umang Gandhi back in play. He's been kept silent this evening by the Falcons. Perhaps an injury on his right shoulder does the taping there. Yes, he lets it go, and that's going to be a kick in. Goal kick, that is, for the Conquerors. The goalkeeper for the Falcons, that is, pardon me. Saad Sheikh. On the far end, the right footer, chance! Nicely collected once again by Rahul Prakash. He's been one person between the goal scoring opportunities for the Falcons. That's offside. Definitely Umang Gandhi was off. Eight and a half minutes remaining for this matchup. Good long ball. Nicely collected there by the goalkeeper Rahul Prakash. Just juggled there for a slightest of a second, but he was able to hold on to it well. Sweet left footer. Saad Sheikh on this occasion. Collected it well. Good long throw. Conquerors, Umang Gandhi. Still the Conquerors, nicely done. Back to Rishabh. Rishabh does not get the perfect pass to Umang. To Sajdev. Kanav Sajdev. Looking for Mayur Desai. Nicely done there by Mayur Desai of the Falcons. Good defense that was. Falcons on the attack. Left footer. But no, does not get the support. And that's going to be a side kick. Side kick on the far end for the Falcons. Good ball, penalty area. Could have been dangerous there. It's cleared away. From the western coast to the eastern coast. Saad Sheikh now. 6.5 minutes remaining. Can we see a victory today for either of these teams? Favourites without a doubt at the start of the match are Conquerors, owned by Pavitra Gandhi and Atit Gandhi. The reason being the other table toppers. Whereas the Falcons, owned by Pankaj Razdan, are 5th on the points table. But they have got the equalizer. And the scoreline that reads right now is 1-1. Looking for the good ball, does not get it. The far end, side kick there for the Conquerors. Be looking for the lead. They definitely be looking for the lead of the Conquerors. A lot of excitement in the penalty area and cleared away. Is that a corner? Yes, it is. Given away as a corner for the Conquerors. Corner kick taken, but that's deflected by the Falcons. Nicely done there. Still with the Conquerors on the far end. Fall back is the call from the dugout. Fall back it was. Was it a push in the penalty area? It was. It's just a warning being given. Still no card that we have seen in the second half. Plenty of warnings though. Good ball, right footer looking for the header off the crossbar. How close was that? Saad will consider himself lucky. And yes, it's the Conquerors who will consider themselves extremely unlucky. But that could have easily got them the lead for the Conquerors, but deflected off the crossbar. Scoreline stays at 1-all. Free kick for the Falcons. The penalty area, Pierre does not get a deflection there. And that's going to be a side kick, is it? Yes, side kick signaled for the Conquerors. Still with the Conquerors. 3.5 minutes remaining. Deflected off Pierre. Is the wall there. Good ball, straight to Saad. Offside, there goes the flag. Clean offside he was. Yes, that's Swapnam, jersey number 6 of the Falcons, Swapnam Kajaria, who comes in. Of course, no restrictions to the number of substitutions at the Bodog Roots Premier League. Free kick it is for the Conquerors. 2.5 minutes remaining as we are entering the 24th minute. Good ball, header. Still with the Falcons there, just number 14, Kamil Khan, the goal scorer. Back to Manga. Scoreline stays 1-1. Side kick that has been signalled on the far end for the Falcons. Heads it, keeps it in play, series of headers. A chance for the Falcons there. Conquerors denies. And that's above us from the combox. And that's going to be a side kick for the Conquerors. It's going to be Rahil, jersey number 3. Rahil Thakur. 1.5 minutes remaining for this match. Good ball in the penalty area. Saad. And has he scored? Yes, they have. Yes, that's a goal scored. Yes, they have scored. And it's the Conquerors who have taken the lead. 2-1 for the Conquerors in the dying minutes of the match. And they have taken the lead. So it's 2-1 in the clutter. It was difficult to cite who that was, but we'll just get confirmation. It was Rushabh of the Conquerors who scores the goal. Rushabh Sikarwar, and that too in the 49th minute gets a goal, was Rushabh Sikarwar. So that's a 2-1 lead for the Conquerors against the Falcons. Half a minute remaining. Just the last 30 seconds. And the Conquerors, table toppers, looking the favourite so far. It's a corner. They can afford to take up time. That's exactly what they're doing. Ball kept in play. And yes, that's going to be a side kick for the Falcons. They have won themselves the ball. 20 seconds remaining. Can there be a miracle by the Falcons? They are attempting, but the Conquerors are up to the task. And is cleared away. Nice long ball that was. Just a few seconds remaining, and it's going to be difficult now for the Falcons to make a comeback of any sorts. And there goes the whistle. The Conquerors have defeated the Falcons 2-1. 2 goals scored for the Conquerors. Arjit Karani 32nd minute, Vrishab Sikarwar in the 49th minute. Conquerors beat Falcons 2-1.
second match